Hi guys, my name is Jordan and today we're back with rebooting my Sims 2 Pleasantview series. And we are going to be covering the first day of the Broke, Dreamer, and Pleasantview households. So starting with the Brokes, their household bio reads Brandy was left to raise 2 boys alone following her husband's suspicious pool ladder accident. With Dustin acting out, can Brandy teach young Beau to make the right choices in life? Alright, so right off the bat, we find out that Brandy is pregnant, and she's wanting to teach Beau some skills, which is good. So let's check out their bios quick. Brandy says, friendly by nature, Brandy has often been accused of being overly so. She enjoys grape juice and crumpling tinfoil. She is a primary family sim, and I will calculate out her secondary. And her secondary is going to be popularity. Okay, moving on to Dustin. His bio says, Dustin's rebellious nature gets him into trouble, but deep down he wishes people would tell him what to do. Okay, and Dustin is a primary fortune sim, but similar to his mom, Dustin is a secondary popularity as well. I don't like to give my teenagers the last 2 aspiration benefits for the fortune, whatever it is, until they become an adult, because I don't think a teenager would be doing that, like stock market stuff. But he doesn't have enough points to spend on that anyways, so it doesn't matter. So for their wants right now, Brandy is wanting to teach Beau some skills. I think we'll start with teaching him how to walk. Even Dustin is wanting to teach Beau how to walk, but I think I'm going to keep the first kiss with Angela locked in for him. So the bus is here, so that's where Dustin will be heading off to. Okay, so I'm going to have Brandy quick use the bathroom, and then we can teach Beau how to walk. And Beau's hobby is music and dance, so that was easy to find out. So I know some of you may consider this to be cheating, but I use the bat box for increasing toddler skills faster because I don't have much patience for that. So I only increase it's like make them smart, I guess is how they word it. I only make them smart as they're learning the skills, then I turn it off once it's done. But yeah. But Beau, it looks like he already knows most of the walking skill, so that didn't take long at all. So I suppose we can try teach him how to talk as well. And this skill he will be starting from the bottom. I see that Brandy is fearing Dustin running away, which is interesting because I've never had Dustin run away before. Alright, so Beau learned how to talk, so kind of good timing. He has to use the bathroom, so we'll work on having him learn this potty training skill. And nice, he did learn that, so I guess I'll turn off the bat box thing now so he has normal skill progression. But yeah, that's just how I do it. You guys might consider it cheating, but it works for me. Whatever. And it looks like Brandy now is wanting to flirt with someone, so I'm gonna lock that in. And I suppose I can check her gender preference, but I'm pretty sure she's straight. Okay, yeah, she is. And I can't give her a full makeover now because she has the pregnancy morphs for her clothing, but I am gonna give her like a hair and makeup makeover. I thought this hairstyle was super cute because it like kind of looks like she just threw it up, but then it's still cute in a way. And then for her makeup, I just toned it down. I think her previous makeup was pretty dark. Okay, so Dustin is back home from school, and it looks like he brought home his girlfriend, Angela. And Brandy is here lecturing him about his grades, but he only has a C. Like, C's get degrees, people. Never hate on a C. And I know from calculating out his secondary aspiration, he has no interest whatsoever, not even 1 bar of interest in school. And I think I'm going to give Angela a makeover when we play her household, so I'm going to hold off on that for now. And I feel like Dustin and Angela, they definitely would want some privacy for their first kiss, so I'm going to send them both to the backyard. I'm going to have them talk a little bit, kind of progress the conversation naturally, and I'll have them start flirting, and then here I'll penned up the first kiss. I don't have much of a reaction to this cutscene because it happens all the time in previous saves of mine, but I'm excited for them. And I think I'll give Dustin his full makeover now, but I am liking his everyday outfit, so I think I'm going to keep that the same. I really like the hat that he's wearing. It goes with his everyday outfit a little better. But for Beau, I feel like his outfits are probably okay, so I'm going to skip on giving him a makeover. And Dustin and Angela took me by surprise. They are going to woohoo in Brandy's bed. And I really need to turn off this ACR setting that, like, I'd rather have them just go in their underwear outfit than be completely naked. It's so weird.
Woohoo! Good diva.
But yeah, they're having their first kiss and woohoo together in the same day. Alright, so it's about 5:30 now, so I think I'm going to send them to their new replaced lot before it hits 6 p.m. Okay, so we're back in the new replaced lot, and it looks like Brandy is wanting to have a baby. So that's good that she's excited about her pregnancy. So I decided to lock that in instead of the flirt want. So I suppose I can show you guys the lot. It's technically an apartment lot, but I would call it a trailer park. So this is Dustin's room here, and then next to his is Beau's and the future babies. And then here is Brandy's. Okay, and it looks like Brandy got her second bump. I think I have a mod that makes pregnancy 48 hours, but this is kind of playing out like it's 24 hours if she already got her second bump. So I'm probably gonna have to look into that a little bit. This lot is also super fun because there's a lot of things to do outside the house. There's a greenhouse, some chess tables, a basketball hoop, a little park for the kids, and even a pool, which I think is paying homage to Brandy's deceased husband with the pool ladder accident. After Brandy is done eating, I think Dustin is going to need to take care of Beau for the rest of the day because Brandy is getting very tired. We were so close, but she passed out right by her bed. I don't understand it. Pregnant Sims must not pass out onto the floor. I don't know. I don't know why it works that way, but whatever. Okay, I suppose let's put Beau to bed. And Beau is aging up tomorrow. Brandy is wanting to throw a party, but she only has one want lock, so I'm going to keep have a baby locked in for her. But Dustin also wants to throw a party, so I think I'm going to lock that in for him, and he can throw the party for Beau. I tried doing some different activities to find Dustin's hobby. I had no luck with that, but I think I'm just going to send him to bed, and then we can move on to the next family. Alright, so now moving on to the Dreamer family. Their household bio says Darren is pursuing his dream of being an artist while his son Dirk hits the books, and Darren may have found his muse, but will his creativity be enough to win Cassandra's affection? Okay, so the pop-up we get here, it says Darren Dreamer wants to paint for a living, but does he have the skills to pay the bills? Those past due statements are really starting to pile up. So right now, oh God, what is his name? Darren, he is wanting to join the medical career, and I will lock that in, but I kind of want to wait with that a little bit, just in case something else happens. I don't know. And I think it's sweet that Dirk is wanting to find a job because maybe he's aware of the financial situation and wants to help out. I'm not too worried about locking in the makeout with Lilith want because I'm pretty sure that will end up happening at some point. But anyways, I'm gonna have Darren go ahead and pay these bills here. Okay, we have 124 simoleons after paying all of his bills. So hopefully he's wanting to paint. So since Dirk is heading to school, we'll focus on figuring out his secondary aspiration and then his makeover when he gets back home. So I think we can start with Darren for now in the meantime. His bio says Darren has missed his wife ever since her death. Will he ever get another chance at love? Okay, so Darren's primary is knowledge, but his secondary is family. So that is now the second sim who's had a secondary family aspiration. So I don't have a replacement lot for the Dreamer household, mainly because I actually don't mind how the original looks. I mean, it definitely has some flaws, but they're pretty easy fixes. So for now, I think this is okay. So I think I actually am going to have Darren look for a job in the medicine career. Okay, so yeah, there was nothing on the computer, and for some reason there's no newspaper for him to look today, so we're out of luck. So instead, we can give Darren his makeover. And I actually liked the sweater that Darren was wearing for his everyday attire, but I did change some of his other outfits. Anyways, kind of jumping topics here. If you're not familiar with the Darren family, this grave back here is Darlene Dreamer, who is Darren's deceased wife. I don't know how she died. I should look into that. But anyways, as we learned in their household bio, Darren does have some feelings for Cassandra, who is married now to Don Lothario. Lame, boring, we hate him. Not Darren, Don. I would like if Darren and Cassandra got together, but he's not rolling any wants right now for that. However, Darren's social is getting kind of low right now, so maybe I'll have him call her up on the phone, in hopes that maybe that'll trigger some wants in relation to her. But she's at work, so we're gonna have to try later. Okay, now it looks like Dirk is back from school. I'm kind of disappointed he didn't bring home Lilith from school, but we can always invite her over. But before we do that, let's figure out what Dirk's secondary aspiration will be. Okay, so Dirk, he is a primary fortune, and similar to his dad, he is also a secondary family aspiration. We also haven't read his bio. It says, though it's been hard without his mother, Dirk has made every effort to do well in all areas of his life. Which definitely shows in his school. He has an A- currently. And then I suppose we can finish up his makeover. Alright, and there's Dirk's new outfit, and he got a full makeover. I like it. I like his hair better this time. And with that out of the way, we can invite Lilith over. and she'll be over soon. All right, there's Lilith, so we'll go ahead and greet her. And there's Darren coming down to talk to her. He hasn't met Lilith yet, so this is actually good that they're talking, even though he interrupted Lilith and Dirk's conversation. And I didn't realize this want to increase the skill was actually for creativity, so I'm gonna have Darren head upstairs and start working on his painting. So now Dirk and Lilith actually have some privacy. And this animation is so extra. But it does take a while to complete. I don't know. Meanwhile, Darren is pretty close to completing level 8 of the creativity skill because he had a eureka moment or whatever you call that exactly. I don't know. Alright, and he completed that, so let's see what he rolls. He rolled flirt. I am so excited because now this gives me more of a real incentive to invite Cassandra over. So hopefully she's done with work. And she was off work this time, so she'll be over shortly. And I'm going to have Darren say goodbye to Lilith because now I want to focus more on Cassandra. I would really like if they ended up getting together because they didn't the last time I played through Pleasantview. So they love to talk to each other, but they do not roll any romantic wants, which is unfortunate. And I really hate when it gets in this cycle of like entertain, tickle, admire, pillow fight, inside joke. It just is so repetitive and it gets in like a weird loop. But we'll see. I'm just going to leave them alone and let them do their thing. And maybe ACR will trigger something. So typically I like Sims to tell me what job specifically they want to join. But in this case with Dirk, I think I'm just going to look off of his interests and go based on that and see if there's anything related available. And I could see him wanting to join the culinary career, but I can't go based off of his hobbies yet because he hasn't chosen or discovered his one true hobby. So unfortunately there wasn't any culinary careers available, so we're just gonna have to wait on that, but I'll keep it locked in just in case. Alright, back to Darren and Cassandra. ACR is not pulling through like I thought it would. But I kept on trying to fulfill these friendly wants, and this time he didn't even roll any want to talk to Cassandra in general. It was for a new job. So I suppose we can just say goodbye to Cassandra for now, since he's not really wanting to talk to her. Hashtag annoying. But it's also 11:30, I don't know, 11 o'clock, so we can send her home. Okay, so Dirk and Darren are just gonna eat a little midnight snack and then head to bed. And now we're ready to move on to the last family. For this episode, we will be covering the Pleasant family, which is my favorite pre-made family of all of Pleasantview, mainly because of the drama. I love it. I can't deny it. So their household bio, says on the surface, Daniel and Mary Sue Pleasant seem to have the perfect life, but is their love a flimsy facade? And can Angela and Lilith make the right choices when it comes to love? I don't know. And right after loading in, we have a pop-up. It says, who says good help is hard to find? Daniel has his eye on the maid and wants a little romance, but will his decision threaten family unity? In his want slots, he is wanting to woohoo with Kaylin, their maid. And it's important to note that Daniel does not have a romantic relationship with his wife, Mary Sue, but he does with Kaylin. And the girls are going to head off to school soon, so I'm just going to quick look at their wants. I don't really see anything for Angela, but she is wanting to get an A+ report card, so I will lock that in. For Lilith, she's wanting to join the athletic career, but I think I'm going to lock in the sneak out with Dirk want instead. For the family biographies, Daniels says since his father Jeff died without achieving his dream of going to Mars, Daniel has felt an overwhelming guilt. Mary Sue's bio says active and friendly. Mary Sue believes people are inherently good. She enjoys pottery, or used to when she had the time. Angela's says she is patient and dutiful. She dreams of being a fishing boat captain. I think she's actually had that job in the past when I've played Pleasantview. And the last one here, she had it harder than her twin sister, so she says, which, just isn't fair. I believe you, Lilith. It is not fair. And if you look in Lilith and Angela's memories, you'll see that Lilith was never taught any of the toddler skills, but Angela was. So she's always kind of been the least favorite of the two. All right, so now the girls are off to school and Mary Sue is going to head to work. And shortly after, Kaylin, the maid, showed up. I think she just came over for fun because there was nothing for her to clean. We got the pop-up right away. Now that I'm done with work, would you like to hang out? Yes, Daniel would never deny. So we'll have her go ahead and talk to her a bit. In my last Pleasantview save, Mary Sue did catch them and their little romance, but they ended up working things out. I'll have Daniel and Kaylin woohoo now, and we should get a pop-up for Mary Sue's career, like a chance card, I think you call it.
Ah!
Yeah.
All right, so there we go. I can never read through these completely, but it says the controller has a stack of paperwork on his desk that Mary Sue has been asked to read through and assign priority levels to the tasks. About halfway through the stack, she finds some speeches that the controller has been asked to edit. Mary Sue has an okay eye for syntax, and she knows how busy the controller is, so she could try editing them herself or scan the speeches into her word processor and run the grammar check on them. In my opinion, I feel like Mary Sue's a pretty hard worker and is independent, so I don't know, I think she'd want to edit them herself. Now it's saying the entire process has taken her almost 2 hours. When the controller returns, she's barely started on prioritizing tasks, oh my god, I can't read. But yeah, she didn't get fired, she got demoted and sent home from work. So Mary Sue is now back to level 1 campaign worker. But honestly, I'm just happy she didn't get fired. There's always a positive. So Mary Sue catches him flirting with Kaylin, and I was expecting a slap in the face for Daniel, but she tries flirting with him even after seeing that. But Daniel denied her, which is so weird. It's like he doesn't want Kaylin to see. But then he wants to fall back in love with Mary Sue, so it's very confusing. Ugh. But after rolling that want, he has the audacity to sneak into the bathroom with Kaylin and start making out with her. He is just a dirty, dirty dog. But we can probably say goodbye to Kaylin for now. I mean, he just fell back in love with his wife, and I mean, he did get to woohoo with her today, so. Even though Mary Sue didn't catch Daniel cheating on her with Kaylin, there's a high chance that he could get caught in the future, so you never know. Anyways, I suppose we can get started on secondary aspirations, so I'll calculate those now. So, of course, Daniel, he's a primary romance, but his secondary is fortune. Mary Sue, she's a primary fortune sim, and her secondary is pleasure. Alright, and the girls are back from school. Lilith has a C in school, so not too bad. And Angela, she brought home her boyfriend Dustin. And I just calculated her secondary out. Angela is a primary popularity sim and a secondary fortune. And Lilith, she is also a primary popularity sim, and she is a secondary pleasure. I completely forgot that Dustin and Daniel didn't like each other, so this took me by surprise. But I think I'm going to move them into their replacement lot before it hits 6 p.m. So I will see you guys then, and also my mic and camera started working once I came back. So, yeah. Bought a Glock with a ruler clip. Boy, don't play with me. This bitch a hoe. Met her at the store. You know how it goes. She wanna smoke. I bought some dope and took it to the O. Imagine that song in Simlish. Hello, everybody. Hopefully my camera is working this time. I'm still learning more about using it correctly. I think I need to have like this other app open while I have another open. It's very confusing. Coco keeps wanting to say hi. Okay, so we're back. I don't know if I said, but it's the next day in real life. So hopefully I remember everything I wanted to show you guys. I did give makeovers off camera. Oh! Oh, okay, she's upset about them fighting. But yes, I gave them... Ah! I'm getting so distracted. Makeovers were done off camera. I can't hold a conversation without getting distracted. I don't know if I've shown Mary Sue yet, but I love her outfit. Have a baby? That is so exciting! I don't know if I've ever had Mary Sue and Daniel try for another baby. Oh my goodness! Well, let's... Okay, now that I remember something that I was going to do. Daniel, he's a level 8 in the athletic career, so he would have a degree, so I'm going to give that. What is this major? Isn't it fitness economics? Isn't that what it's called in game? Okay, I guess it's drama. Hashtag WTF? Question mark? This is such a weird dynamic between the boyfriend and the dad. I haven't shown the upstairs yet. I love the bedrooms. They are very personalized. Obviously, this is Angela's bedroom here. And then Lilith's. Then we have a workout room here. a garage, and the backyard. Maybe Dustin and Angela can hang out in their room. Or in her room, I should say. Otherwise, they're just gonna keep fighting down there. And she wants to flirt, so.
Oh, Moravana. Godina.
Oh no! In a full-on fist fight! I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Oh my god! I'm surprised she hasn't ran away. Oh. Oh. I thought she was going to run away. I am genuinely surprised she is not. With my experience playing Pleasantview, I've had it happen quite a few times where Lilith has ran away. You get out of the way, Daniel. I'll have them try for a baby later. Not really in a rush. I'm not sure why they really don't like each other. I kind of want to search it up because I don't think they liked each other from the start. I just did a quick Google search and apparently it's just because Daniel doesn't approve of him. I don't know what he's wanting for her. But it's not Dustin. Oh my god. Who's calling who? Lilith is making a booty call. I think we'll say goodbye to everyone that's here. Well, Ricky, whatever. I don't know, you must be a townie sim, but we're gonna say goodbye to Dustin. He's had it pretty rough here for a while. Oh, they're going to the hot tub. Okay, leave her alone, Angela. Go eat some dinner. Oh! That's weird. Maybe they don't know that Mary Sue is sitting right outside, too. I'm gonna try to get her out of here. Lilith is so pretty. I like the makeover I did for her. I don't know why this happens. The music delays so bad. Well, I'm gonna say goodbye to Dirk because Lilith is gonna ask him to sneak out later. On a Monday night. But you know, YOLO. I think they were trying to autonomously woohoo Daniel and Mary Sue, but I'm gonna have them go down here to their actual bed. Oh my gosh, I just realized that I like to follow my pregnancy or how many children they can have rule. So their max is 2. I let them have 3 if one of the parents is a family sim, and if it's 2 primary family sims, then I let them have 4. What am I doing? But I just think it is so out of Daniel's character to want a baby. I've never had that happen in my Pleasantview saves in the past. So I really want to do this. So let's see. It'll be interesting to see if she gets pregnant. I think she should. I think it's 11 p.m. when we can ask to sneak out, but oh, I forgot to put that floor down. Okay, he'll be here at 1. I'll have her nap on the couch until he gets here. Oh! What? Do you take her to the jail? Where is she? That was weird. I've had enough of you guys. I'm leaving home. I'm trying to think of what to say right now. I haven't had this happen in such a long time. Well, I don't know if they come back on their own eventually. I know you can report Lilith as missing. I want to see if she has any type of reaction when she gets up. Yeah. Oh, what the hell, Daniel? Just shut up. You literally attacked her. Angela, really? Really? Those are fake tears. Oh, it's so sad. Okay, well, it is 5 a.m. in-game, so I feel like now's a good place to end this episode. The next episode I have planned will be the Burb and the Oldie families, and I'm still wondering if I want to add in Kaylin Landgrack and Bella Goth into the town as playable Sims. But anyways, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!